everyone. Welcome to the Ascended Cast. We have a very special guest here. I'm very excited. So as always, this is your boy Shiloh.
Your boy John.
Your boy Matt.
And your boy Serge.
Serge, my brother. Welcome to the Ascended Cast, man. How you been?
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure. So I was driving here a little bit, so I'm doing really well. So you invited me to come in and just to share some information. I would be happy to.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Like I said, it's been a long time coming to a lot of our viewers and everything else. I met this gentleman here while I was actually working a private party for a mutual friend. It was really a blessing to not only the people that I met there, but like I said, just really connecting with you, seeing your brand, your business, and from the point that I met you to now, you've actually grown a bit.
Thank you.
You have your hands literally everywhere in this social media aspect and in the realm. So if you would like to, man, just tell the people a little bit about yourself and what's going on.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember actually it was a great meeting. Yeah, so we have a little bit fun that night, but a little bit background about myself. So my name is Serge, so my handle is Serge Creator. So as you can know, the creator part, it stands from content creation. So my background is like about 12 to 13 years in content creation industry. So I used to study in Poland, so I was my bachelor degree is in art, so I'm interior designer. I started playing around with the photography and video editing and stuff like that. So, and basically I started then to do some graphic design and video editing, and then I got my master degree in Warsaw in Poland as well in PR and marketing and media. So, and I started being like entrepreneur. Bought my first camera and start serving different clients in Poland, right? So, and start doing business basically like young entrepreneur and delivered good product and stuff like that. And basically people start recognizing my work and said like, oh wow, that's great work, and keep going. And like, I see that I found my craft. This is like actually what I really like to do. That's my passion, and people actually like my job and I'm helping them. So I'm just kind of keep pushing it, this job. So in 2017 I came like for the first time to United States to visit like Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami was
visited.
yeah. Miami was great. So I was like, wow, that place is cool, because I never knew what United States is. So I was like in Europe, I was in Poland, and for me Poland was like Warsaw. It was like middle of the world, So like, and I didn't know about United States. I know that like different movies and stuff like that, but I wasn't interested in it. Then my friend invited me to come visit. Hey man, check it out, like come to see Miami. I'm like, when I arrived, I'm like, what the heck, where am I? It's like 8K, Ultra HD, everything is like so bright, so colorful. So it's like, wow. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And then like after a year, I came back. I mean, I've been as a tourist like a month or something, and after a year, during the year I used to live like in Poland still, like handled my stuff, like, and then handle business and stuff like that, and then like, okay, I want to come visit again. So, and then just came back 2018, and first day I'm like registered the business LLC, like first day, like day number one, I'm like, oh, what I'm gonna do? Okay, let me start business, So like my first investment, and our business started getting clients, and we start growing as well. So we and then I used to live there like half a year in Miami, and then I moved to California to check it out. Like after half a year, like, hey, what's happening in California? Everybody talking California, it's cool. So, but I used to live in San Diego first.
Okay.
First city.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice. Yeah.
You're living in a lot of good firsts. You said Miami, now San Diego. You're choosing right, brother. You're choosing right.
Thank you, man. Yeah, and I liked it. And San Diego was nice, but honestly, it was too boring for me, because I was like young entrepreneur. I need to like, my business needs to find jobs and stuff like that. But there was so slow, so like a couple months there was slow. We didn't get any business, and I'm like, hey, I need to check it out what LA is, you know. So and we got a good gig. So from LA, like actually our client from Germany. So and we was like Nikki Tashev, shout out to you. So he is like the best. Yeah. So it was really good gig, and we produced a lot of content, like different vlogs, lifestyle, and stuff like that. And I kind of met LA, you know. So for a couple weeks, and then like, yeah, I want to move, you know. And this money helped me to move as well to LA. But LA was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It was like hard. It's crazy hard because, yeah, I put like all in, like all my money. Like I didn't have anything, you know, like zero already. I spent. It was shittiest apartment on the pumped mattress in the North Hollywood with the cockroaches, and with the like homeless people on the like on the street right here, and was what the fuck is that? And it was I came down to earth, you know. Competition is crazy as well. Yeah, competition was crazy, and yeah, then journey began. Like I can dive deep into it later in a bit, but yeah, this is kind of background. So yeah, we can jump in depth in a bit.
Yeah, and I definitely want to get some more LA stories. I know LA is a different animal, so definitely.
You were saying the competition definitely it just increased once you came from San Diego to LA.
Yeah, so basically in Miami, we have a lot of basically job. There is not much competition and content creation what we do. Here in that time actually, but now maybe more. But that time not much, you know. So yeah, we made decent money then. But here, everyone is videographer, photographer. It's like kind of hard to stand out, you know. So yeah, competition was hard here, 100%. Then yeah.
So you had to find out how to stand out then.
So what I did is crazy. So basically, I spent all my money on the apartment. I have a table, monitor, computer, and pumped mattress and cockroaches. You know, so it's so.
Can't forget the cockroach. That's the humbling part.
It was great motivation. You know, I'm like, shit, I don't have anything now. I mean, I don't have anything in terms of cash, but I have everything to make it right, you know?
Yeah.
So, and what I did, I started cold calling. Okay. So I went on Yelp, registered my account, and like start cold calling. Can you imagine my accent? Now it's like, you can feel my accent, but that time, like 5 years ago, my accent was crazy bad.
It was
crazy bad. People probably thinking that I'm gonna kill them, you know, or something.
Like, hey, the scam one's like, oh, it's really good to make me videos, or you can take my money.
Yeah, that was crazy. So like a lot of cold calls, a lot of like emails, like texting, like everywhere on LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere, you know. So I need to find a job. I mean the gigs for business. So and basically I watched like, do you know this Wolf of Wall Street, John Belfort? So I was like motivated as fuck, like phone calls and stuff like that, sales, and yeah, basically I found like real estate agent. So he has an agency, what was it called? Remax? Do you know Remax? Remax Realtors. So
I've heard of Remax.
It's pretty famous network of realtors. I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. So and then he's like, oh Sergio, you know, we don't need services from you, but we would like you to do a presentation. For our people, you know, so how can they leverage social media and stuff like that? And I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I have to do something. I was shy on like to do presentation, and my English not good and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, what should I do? I have to do it anyway, you know. I just have to do it. Nobody paid us for this gig, but it was like good thing for promotion because there was like 50 realtors.
Oh wow!
And after presentation, this was like, oh wow, that's great. Like I had a lot of compliments, and I found good gig. So basically, there was like website building and content creation. It's like good start, you know. So delivered good result, and yeah, this was kind of like first start. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that, brother. You know, I actually want to dive into a little bit of your past because you say you're from Poland, correct?
Mm-hmm. Originally, I was born in Belarus. This is kind of like part of Russia. It's like Ukraine, Belarus, Russia. and then Poland. So Poland, yeah, it's separate countries.
I see. So tell me a little bit about Belarus because I remember right when you told me about it, I said, "What?" I said that they did not teach me that in my geography class.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. But
You just skip it.
I apologize. So if you can, brother, man, can you just to tell us a little bit about Belarus and then also how that upbringing in Belarus, kind of motivated you made you the man you are today.
So in Belarus, I was born and used to live there 18 years. And Belarus is a tough place to be. So especially like now, it's even worse. But it's good environment that build you, so make you strong because there was like different. I was fighting and like angry people, and it's really a tough environment, So I know that I have tough environment, but as well, right there, it's really tough. So I grew up in pretty good family. My family was like an example for me. So my mom and dad, we have like the most beautiful family, and amazing childhood, So. But then I moved when I was 18. The main lesson, there was like different things happened in Belarus, of course, but the main thing what make me like kind of shift my mind is like it's cool story. So basically, I was like we have 11 grades in the school, right? Here how many? 12. Yeah. So we have 11. So and basically before last year on the summer. My dad, before this, I was like real bad student, right? Yeah. So I was real bad student. So, like real bad grade. I mean how does it call it in English? I don't know whose school system here. Marks, right?
The marks grades.
Yeah, grades. Yeah. Really bad grades, and like my parents was invited always to the school. Like I was fighting. It was crazy, So I was like bad guy. So, and then that was pissed, And then like on the summer, he just hey man, you're just going for a job, And this was like. How does it called?
Like pavement, like going over like the lines and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep. So and basically it's like hard job, You have to lift like heavy stuff and like, and I was working in the middle of the city, right? In the city, and my classmates was like, oh, he's like fucking doing heavy job or something, like and laughing at me and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So for a couple months it was like crazy hard job, like crazy hard for me, and but. I received like good paycheck at the end, like during a couple months, I received like good chunk of money. I'm like, oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
But fuck that job. I don't want to do it. Like I will never do this anymore,
Yeah.
And my dad told me, hey man, you can choose to study, right? Or I can give you the job. Your uncle will take you and like you will keep going with it. You will make good money and stuff like that. I'm like, no, fuck that. I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Yeah.
I said I had like like scooter, little moped, yeah. So and just I told to my dad that hey, okay, I want a private teacher who will teach me Polish so I can move to another country, and I will learn English. And my dad said, no, I will not pay for it, And I have this cash from the job in the summer. I'm like, fuck it, okay. I'm like, came to the teacher. I'm like, hey, this is the cash. teach me speak Polish, because Poland was Europe. I don't want to stay in Belarus. Belarus sucks for me at the time. So I decided like no more Belarus. I want to go to Europe. I want to move. And the way to do it's basically to learn Polish, So, and they have like really good education. I mean, in Belarus as well, good education. I just wanted to move to Poland. And basically, during a year, even less, like 7 months, I learned Polish grammar. I started speaking in Polish, like history of Poland, whole thing from like whole book. I studied whole history, and then I passed the exam, the hardest exam with the scholarship and stuff like that in Poland. So basically, I passed it. So it's like it was crazy motivation for me to study and basically to find the right way to do things instead of like just doing hard job.
So you went from being bad student to being like, I don't ever want to do this again, and I want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna study and get the fuck out of here.
Exactly, and I became a best student, actual best. So yeah, it's crazy. It's like shifted my mind. This job, this lesson from my dad showed me that like, hey man, you have choices, right? And this is on you, what you can decide, what path you want to choose. And basically this is kind of like, it shifted my mind.
Like a paradigm shift.
Like
that was your paradigm shift.
Full, like 360.
Yeah, I love
small thing, but it's small thing, but it make huge impact on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's just a testament to your work ethic. Because I'm just thinking right now, if you tell me, I don't care how much money I gave somebody, if you tell me I had to learn Spanish, if I had to learn, Chinese, Polish, anything in 7 months. I mean, I can try my best, but man, brother, that is some determination to not only learn, I kind of learned how to speak it. No, you read, write, history. You knocked all that out,
correct,
off of one Kodak moment.
And what I love about that is like I think like what you're saying. I think we take for granted like in the United States how accessible everything is for us to like learn, and like for you like you said, you had to go pay for an instructor to learn all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you did it. So like for me, it just like, I think it's always nice to hear stories like from people from outside the United States share their stories and realize how hard it actually is outside of here. Versus over here, like if you really wanted to, like you go on Google and you could learn Polish, or you can go on a computer or go to the library and go learn Polish, where you had to go and literally find an instructor and study it. So I love that story because it shows you just how hard it is elsewhere in the world to actually to do things. So that's true. So in English it's another story, but you're right. So we have access, especially now, right? We have Google and we have everything. We have so abundance of resources in the United States. So if somebody complaining that they can do something, like I wanna slap their face, like, hey man, just do the job, So just go to Google. You have everything, You have people, you have knowledge, everything, Yeah.
I like that, brother. So we talked about the upbringing. We talked about you getting to Poland, then your journey from how was first arriving to Poland? You're coming in. Was there any really big change for you there? Like where are the cities different? Is the architecture different a little bit than Poland? Belarus, or is everything practically the same in regards to European?
Yeah, it's different, completely different culture. I mean, different language, right? So Poland is different, and I like Poland a lot. So it was like Poznań. It's close to Germany. It's the city where I used to study like 3 years, and then I wanted to always go to the capital of the Warsaw. It's capital of the Poland. It's Warsaw. So Warsaw was great. It's architecture is different. It's more like like old cities and old towns, and very nice. And it's combination with skyscrapers, like Warsaw. It's skyscrapers and old town combined together, and very like a lot of historic things, and very nice, and food. And I like Poland. It's great. I mean, I like Belarus as well, but I don't like politics. But so government in Belarus not good. But Poland is economically a great country to be, and it was great. It was good, big change. And this is when I started to kind of separate from my environment where I was born, because the culture there in Belarus is completely different from the culture in Europe. It's more open-minded. You have way wider view, So you can go to like other parts of Europe and stuff like that, meet different people and like start networking, international people as well. So you talk English and Polish and Russian and people from around the world. It's like it was really great experience, So. But the problem was there, it's fucking drugs. because in Belarus is super strict. I mean, there is still some drugs allowed. I mean, finding ways, but it's super harder to find drugs than in Poland. In Poland, it's like here as well.
Yeah.
You can buy weed. It's illegal, but it's easy to buy. And when you're a student in dorm room or something, you have easy access. So yeah, so it was that was the issue, you know.
A whole lot of party favors.
Yeah.
A whole lot of.
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing was like, for me, it was not that bad because I used to study in University of Fine Art. So and in fine art, you know, it's like painting, drawing, like you even paint like naked people and like stuff like that. So it's more creative work. And when you smoke pot or something, you're kind of like more creative. And the main problem with drugs that people get getting lazy. What I was able to do is like smoke pot and like start doing 3D design and like build crazy projects, you know. And then next day I came to my to the presentation on the class. Everybody like, what the shit? What the fuck is that? You know, I was able to apply it, you know. But yeah,
they're all over here begging. Like, he did what?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of that kind of helped your creative juices kind of flow, if you would, you know.
Correct. But it was, it's bad experience, you know. So I'm not using drugs anymore, and I'm not supportive in it, you know, with this. But yeah, I had some bad experience when I was start studying, you know. But then I moved to Warsaw, and I used to be study like more not creative, but more PR and marketing, where you need to study a lot, read a lot, and stuff like that. And this shit like it hurt me bad, so I stopped doing that. So yeah, and you know, and start doing business, and I kind of clear my mind and start moving, doing focused to the right direction, you know.
That's definitely where I've kind of gotten into, because I am like a habitual smoker. I smoke every day, but I noticed that like during certain parts of my life, I was like, okay, this is not useful at all. Like I have to cut back. Like I cannot smoke until like the very end of the day, till my work is done. I've cut myself off to where it's like, don't smoke until everything is done, because it's good for thinking. It's not good for doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, I gotta do shit, you know. And I just kept finding myself like in this thought process. I'm like deep in thought, but there's no action behind it. Exactly. And so I was like, okay, I have all these thoughts. I gotta start acting now. I gotta start doing some shit now. So that it has its uses, it has its merit, but not for business and things like that.
100%. If you want to become like being, you know, like really impactful person, so quit drugs, fuck it, you know. You have to clear thinking. It's it's limiting like crazy. I think drugs designed to keep people like that, you know, like in the box, and to keep, like, to control you, manipulate you. It's easy way to like keep people weak, you know. So you want to be a strong man, you want to control the environment. So if you're using drugs, it's like, it's just, you can't do this shit, you know. So this is why I decided like no drugs at all. And this helped me a lot to do bigger things, you know, to meet better people, to be more productive. It's like a lot of great things coming along.
That's another thing too. I felt like my communication was starting to lag too. I wasn't able to actually because I would just be sitting there deep in my head. Like I have everything going on up here, but like to communicate, I'd be like, so I'm like if I were to smoke before I train somebody or something like that, I'm like kind of fumbling my words a little bit, or I'm not able to like think about like how to explain something that well. And I'm like, damn, dude, like I'm doing a disservice now, like because I need to be able to communicate. Yeah. So like if I like that's one thing. I was like, action and communication are the two things that makes me lagging. Yeah. For sure. So it's like, I mean, unless you're Snoop Dogg or whatever, like
even him. Look at him,
brand, or you know what I mean, like
look at him, bro. No, it's like, can you see him how he acting now? He's like, it's
I think he does it more like for service. Like I don't think he does like how you're saying. I don't think he does it all the time. I think it's more so like he does it like because like that's what people know him for. Yeah. But like he's in so he's in so many things now. I don't think he could do that. Oh yeah. He's like involved in like he has so many investments. He has so many like things he has his hands in. Yeah. I feel like he's like obviously he still smokes, but I don't think he's like how he was like 15, 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them be smoking blunts too, and I feel
Yeah.
like at least for me, because like when I smoke a blunt, it's not like as bad of a high for me. It's like it's a lighter high. Some people get heavier highs,
Yeah.
but like the nicotine and tobacco kind of keep me a little bit more up. I don't like smoking blunts anymore, or even especially at night, because I don't even get that high.
Yeah.
It's really slow, long smoking process or whatever. But say like you hit a bong or a dab, that's skyrocketing.
Yeah, you're
like
good.
it's like that's what I like to do. I like smoking bongs. Like bongs are where it's at, dude. And so like
Yeah. If I'm in a bong for like at least 2 hours, I'm
Yeah,
just,
guys, let's skip the topic of drugs. Drug sucks for me. Let's go next.
yeah.
Let's go.
moving on.
Don't use drugs, guys. Don't listen to them.
We're talking about the bad part.
if I'm trying to be productive,
Yeah,
nope.
It's a no.
Yeah.
So let's transition into, man. That was hilarious. Okay. So we got your backstory. You come in, man. You arrive in LA. You know, you're getting through your handling business. You know, you start persevering a little bit. Can you tell me? You know, you told me a few things. What was one of your biggest early experiences, whether it was in Miami, California, or soon after, that really was one of your moments where you were like, not only can I do this, but like I got this, you know, like certain things, like was there ever one like earlier on in your career where you just kind of thought of, you're like, oh, I can do this, I could do this here, I could be somebody.
Yeah, it kind of I don't know how it was before, but kind of like, I mean, before I arrived to the United States, I can't remember how was it before, but as I remember here, I have a like specific, like, okay, here's my situation, right? This is where am I at right now, and this is where I need to do first thing, like to survive, right? Just to survive, I need like, I don't know, cash or something or connection, whatever, right? First thing, and then third thing, I have dream, right? So I'm thinking big. I know that I can achieve. I always like kind of believe like I can do fucking the greatest thing in the world, you know. So I was like that all the time, but I was focusing on these two things that like keep me like alive and to handle my basic stuff, right? So I handle this and then keeping my dreams, right, like here in the head all the time. Magic start happening when you're doing the job, like basic stuff, handling them well, right, like eat or like taking a bath or like call, or if you tell to someone that you will be there, you will be on time, right? So if you do something, you will do things, right? Like basic stuff, honestly, just make sure like you're delivering the what you promised, right? So basic thing handled, keeping my dream like here always with me, and magic start happening around, you know. So it's interesting how it works. So yeah, it's just all things start, you know, like around your environment start becoming in order, you know.
Yeah. I feel like you set a foundation. You set a foundation for what you wanted and what you needed to do.
Yeah.
And the more you did it, it's like building a house. The more you build that foundation, eventually you're going to get to a point where, okay, the house is built, we're good.
Correct.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to handle first like stuff, right? Like to survive, and of course you want to survive comfortably. So you need to set specific limit to yourself. So how I like to operate, it's basically, okay, moving to LA. I'm looking at the rent, shittiest apartment, $1,500. I'm like, what the? It's not apartment, it's a room with the cockroaches in the fucking North Hollywood. I'm like, what the heck, right? The house is like nice apartments, like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I'm like, oh my god, in my pocket $1,000. Like, what I'm gonna do? So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I will put all in, you know, and set it as a minimum of my living. So because here it's like kind of the ceiling, right? And this is the my level. For example, $1,000 per rent. For example, this is the limit. I'm like, okay, I want to go to the next level. Yes, I can put the 1,500, for example, more, and set this as a minimum, right? And not make it discomfort, because here it's already comfort. I'm here comfortable, I'm okay, I'm operating in this level, right? So like, yeah, simple room and stuff like that, but I want to be like, I want to move to LA, I want to have like new things, right? Let me set this as a background, right, as a floor. Now it's not a ceiling, it has to be a floor. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm on the floor, I don't have anything, zero, right? And then, but I have the floor, right? I have something to stand. Now I'm like looking, okay, next level. Okay, what I'm gonna do next? So, and then I'm operating like that. It was always like that. So, apartment's price, it was kind of milestone to the next level, because apartment price, it's expensive, and this is minimum what you have to pay, right? And when you're going up on the price for the apartment, you're kind of increasing the level of living and everything, you know? So I set like $1,000, $1,500, $2,500, and like when I had $2,500 apartment rent, I'm like, shit, what the fuck, how to pay for this? It's like a lot. And then after a year, it became normal. I'm like, okay, I'm just paying every month's bills. Okay, that's normal. And then like, okay, what I'm gonna do next? I wanna move to like skyrise in the downtown. How much? $4,000. I'm like, what the fuck? $4,000 for apartment? It's like, and then, but I walked in and looking like 30th floor, and like, wow, I like that, you know, I like to, I want to live here, you know, I'm like feeling, I can imagine like, oh wow, it would be cool, I will build a studio, we'll have people to come in and like we will network. It's like kind of cool, okay, fuck it, go, you know, put money all in again, that's my floor. Okay, what's next, right? Let's figure out next thing. Oh, like I put $4,000 and then I lost my job or something. I'm not lost, quit. Basically, I start, okay, what I'm gonna do, I want to start business, and so we can dive deep into this. And then I've decided, okay, after that, the floor, 4,000, and after a year, I'm like, my neighbor started actually smoking weed, and I was pissed because my bedroom was like always, I was high all the time because my neighbor is smoking weed all the time.
Vents?
Yeah.
To the vents?
Yeah. I'm like,
Like a
shit.
perfect commercial. You know those cigarette commercials?
Yeah.
It's not just you.
Yeah, I used to like that apartment, and then like fuck it, I start fighting with him and etc. I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm moving, you know. And then I came to Newport Beach and like here in Villas Fashion Island, and then shit, how much? I like this apartment, like it's crazy cool. You live like in Four Seasons or something, you know. How much? $6,500 bucks. I'm like, shit. Okay, all in again, you know, and that's the floor, and now we're operating on this level, you know, so you have to do it now. You don't have any choice because you signed lease and agreement. Figure the shit out, you know, do this, you know. Yeah, so, yeah.
You just kept getting yourself out of your comfort zone and establishing like a reason, like you have to do this. There's no other way.
There's no other way.
You pretty much just put yourself like there's like a little noose right here. You're like, if I don't fucking pay this shit, it's slowly tightening. I'm gonna hang myself. Like, so it's like I want to get the fuck out of this noose.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope though. Like it's all about like you had like major faith. That's just faith, and it's just like the it's just you're being reciprocated for what you're putting in. It's like okay, like I got to put in more effort. I got to put in more. I got to figure out something different. I got to get a little bit more creative and things like that. That's pretty dope, dude. You just kept like leveling up.
Yeah.
How long was that leveling up process from that first time from the cockroach room to $6,500 by the beat? How long was that process?
Yeah, from this exactly moment, so I arrived to LA 2019, early 2019 or end of 2018. And then I already lived 2 years in Newport, right? So it's basically 2 years. We're moving fast, you know.
You touched down and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. When I just see the opportunity to jump on another level, even if it's all in, I'll jump. You know, I'll do that. You know, I will just put in everything on table and I'll do it. I see the opportunity. I'm like, okay, I can go now. Every time I scared to do this, I'm just like wasting my time, you know, just wasting my time. Every opportunity I see, I can jump there, I'll do this. I will put in trouble myself. It's dangerous state, don't get me wrong. Maybe not every person can do this, and I know if I can advise it, but it just worked for me. So if I see the opportunity, I will take this opportunity for sure. So yeah, this is how I operate, but I don't know if it's for everyone. You know?
I love that. I have much respect for that because I feel like that's why you're where you're at.
I think that's like the opportunity, like you said, you grab opportunity, and I think that's why you've been able to level up. And like you said, kind of do that is because you don't suck yourself out of it. You don't talk yourself out of it. Yeah. That's like a big thing too. Like I'll fit for myself. It's like sometimes like, damn, like, can I do that, or like, should I do this? So I have a lot of respect. And I want to say a lot of envy because for you to be able to do that and just be like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it like happen out. Like that's dope.
I mean, man, if I can do it, everyone can do it. You know, you can do it, and everyone can do it. That's fact. You know, I didn't have easy conditions. You know, so it's. You have brain, you have hands, you have everything, you know. Just faith, you're right. So I didn't thought about it, but believe in yourself and just you can get it, you know, you can get it done. Your shape is cool, you know, so you put a lot of work in it, right? So you know, sport, it's competitive as well. The same with other stuff, you know, you can handle sport. I can't handle sport like you do, you know. I would like to be in shape like you, you know.
We can talk after if you want.
He can get you right. Yeah. We can fix that.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting into, I gotta start learning some content creation too, because I'm starting to get into a new journey in my business.
Nice.
So yeah, we can definitely talk after.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Yeah, he does massage therapy. He's making a new dream. There's a lot of things that God is moving in his life for, my friend.
Wow.
And even for myself especially, I would like to, like I said, I'm gonna thank you now. I'm probably gonna thank you 10 times on this podcast because your story and your mindset is something that. You know, I'm a very straightforward guy. You know, I'm a very committed guy, but I'm one that could definitely. I'm my own worst enemy at times because with all these opportunity coming for me and all that. Sometimes I'll be complacent. I'll be like, oh, I see 3 opportunities. You know what? I'm gonna handle some stuff right here, and then you know I'm gonna jump on it a little later.
Procrastination, my friend.
and then soon enough, what was 3 opportunities now is only 1 because I waited 2 weeks or I waited a month instead of jumping on it like that.
Yeah.
So you know, it's not only listening, but your actions are a testimony. Your work, where you're living right now, is a testimony of your work ethic, and I love that, brother. Because like I said, that gets me going. I'm gonna get ready after this podcast. I'm gonna go straight to work. I'm gonna look at everybody. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna let my boss know I'm coming for his job next month. You know, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be even more motivated.
That's awesome.
Don't worry about that, John.
I like it. I mean, you know, it's like don't listen to anyone. Your words are very powerful, and if somebody like laughing at you or like telling you can't do shit or something, right? So like I like to cut this noise and like go all in because I believe in myself. So yeah, your words are powerful. That's for sure. Let's do it. Yeah, I would like to see it. I would like to see your journey now.
Oh yeah, like I said, buddy, we're gonna be in touch. You gonna know all about my journey. And like I said, to you and all your friends, because that's some that don't know, I do private security, and my friend, I know for any event that you'll have and anything, I'll always have your back. You already know this, buddy. I'm coming in strong, good. And my boy too.
Cool.
Yeah, I just gotta get certified. I gotta get that guard card. Yeah,
I got you. So real quick, you know, along with your journey, you know, I know that you've had help along the way.
Yeah.
I see your current team now.
Yeah.
Your current team looks amazing, man. I'm talking about the people that you have, when you're talking about business and the people that come with you, they're quality people. Tell me about how you started your team and when did you start, you know, gathering up these people and all that other stuff.
Team, you can't do a big thing without, I believe, you can't do a big thing without a good team. That's first, and especially you can't do business without team. So you will be always entrepreneur by yourself, but if you want to go big, you need a team. If you want to establish actually a business, right? So it was quite a learning curve because I started like on my way. I started different businesses, ideas and stuff like that. I was young and I didn't know how to build business relationships. You know, I was super egocentric and like about me, like take it like my I'm just thinking about myself, and like I lost really good people because of that on my way. You know, so and this is why I wasn't able to have a business because I didn't know how to establish how to be a leader, basically, right? I was entrepreneur by myself, you know, but then one moment I was in a good job, I was on a good position, and but we decided to split. And I kind of, so I don't have a job, I don't have anything, clients, because there was a shift when I did like different multiple clients, kind of doing business, and then by myself, by small team, and basically then I kind of, okay, I will just focus on one thing, on one client. And I delivered a really good job for him, like really, I learned a lot, amazing people and stuff like that within a year or two. I have two clients like that, just focus on one thing. But then when I stopped these relationships, right, so we split, I kind of, okay, I don't have any clients now, right? So I don't have any business, I don't have any clients, I don't have a job, anything, right? And then I moved to this apartment, like put $4,000 in like in downtown, and then, okay, I'm on zero again. I have nothing. So, and then I'm like, okay, people start reach out to me for content creation for other companies, the same what I did for them. They're like, okay, I can help them. But then I'm like, okay, I want to do it differently and start doing business, so I need to look for a team, right? So I need to have somebody who can help me with like social media. First thing, I can handle like video editing, graphic design and stuff like that, but I need social media manager. I found first person in Instagram, just text it and like start this communication, start learning how it works, and I decided that I will do it right because I was a personal content creator for a CEO of big company. He was a young guy, like Zainjan, Better Earth, so big shout out. So I learned a lot from him as well. Nick Pena, so I was working for him as well as a personal content creator. From these guys I learned a lot how to handle team, because they have amazing team and amazing business, young guys. And like I decided that I will deliver the best product and service for them and learn everything, because I was a right hand always around them, and I study a lot. So after that I have a lot of knowledge how to handle people already, how to establish relationships, how to build a team, and this knowledge helped me to kind of already communicate and become a leader. But then, we during 2 years on the market with Serge Creator Studios, right, like as a business, after like I switched from the to working, being as a personal content creator, we established business as a studio, Serge Creator Studios, and hiring team. We had so many different people, inside the company, and like so many different ones. And this was, it was pricey to learn, we have like did a lot of mistakes, like attract bad people to the company, so we almost like crashed because like, there was like almost bankrupt, and like, but if it was not the right moment to kind of get rid of this type of people, gone. It's just no Serge Creator Studios anymore, because of like you invited bad people to your organization, So, and if you not spot this on early beginning, early stages, it's it can be ruined, whole organization can be gone. So you have to make sure that bad people, like just get rid of them, like easy, don't mess around with them. If you see that like person is hurting your organization, just like bang, get rid of, and do it fast, because the sooner you do it, the better. So this helped me a lot, and then start building systems and software, put team together, like kind of build a process that my team can utilize and follow specific guidance. So they have like step by step what they have to do. They have to report everything. They can't do anything what we're paying them without reporting. So every time they track in hours, right, they like deliver specific job and tasks. So now it's super structured and organized, and now it's became a business. So now I can come into you and talk and podcast while team is delivering the product, right? So what I'm doing, I'm making sure that every department, I'm like acting now as a CEO of the company, and basically I'm making sure that like this production division is working well, marketing division, sales, and like accounting, making sure that everybody delivering their job. And now it's a business. So now I can tell that yes, I built business, because there's like 30 people right now.
Wow. Congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, so it was like fine, that was journey.
30. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I appreciate that perspective, because even like every place I've been, what you said originally about like when you get bad people or like bad apples or just bad seeds, if you don't catch it early, it can really, really mess something up that can be really, really good.
Yeah.
So I respect that how you said that, like you have to get that out, but then you have to communicate and you have to work with your people.
Oh yeah.
To make sure that everyone's in the best position to do what they're asked of or do what their skill set requires.
Correct.
And yeah, like I've been so many places where it's just like someone talks their way into a position and then it's like, okay, and they're not really doing it, they're not really about that. And then you're like, okay, like I'm counting on you to do this and you're not coming through. So
exactly, yeah.
So yeah, I really, really love that because I've seen that in so many places I've been where it's just all it takes, like you said, is a couple of just bad people. Yeah. And if you don't catch it quick or you don't catch it right away, it can really, really mess up the foundation of what you're trying to build.
Exactly. Yeah.
It helps create a toxic environment, and then those bad apples rub off on the good workers that came in, and then you start seeing certain tendencies from these good workers where you're like, whoa, you're normally great, so why you late on this project, or why you do this? And I greatly see that.
I just look at it. Or go ahead.
Yeah, that's definitely, we have this experience that we have to unfortunately get rid of really good people in the company. It was so sad to get rid of them because this person is connected to this bad person, right, in the company, right, suppressive person, and basically if we will keep going, we will get rid of one person, this suppressive person still have a contact with this guy, right? So, and he will still, we can't fix him if he not cut it, right away. So we're like, okay, we have to get rid of both of them. And this was like, we just have to get rid of them, like, sorry, like, and because I don't have time to help this person, right? Because I have like many people rely on me. So we have to get rid of bad apple right away. And like I put in my work and like I just cut everything blinds down like that, and like for a month when I was like our stats was like going down like crazy, you know, and I've decided, okay, we fired people heads down and like just work for a month, and then within a month just like, and we just keep going every month now, you know. So
a quick question, and this comes from a place of seeing it. Do you think that like for like a newer company, someone that's trying to build rapport, build their customer, build their business, that like first impressions are everything? Because if you don't have like any like name or prestige behind you, it's like they're only going to go off based off first interaction. And so if that first interaction isn't great, then that's just okay. We don't care. We're not going to do business with you.
Yeah. What was the question? So
back to the question is like so going back to like how you said having those wrong people or bad people in place, like that can really, really mess up the foundation of your business. Is that what tend to happen? Were you just getting a lot of bad interactions, or just a lot of bad business?
Yeah, it's basically, people is everything, but if we're talking about the team who is delivering the product, right? So it just negativity spreads across other people, right? So, and then not performing well, like it's hard to communicate, they're not listening, they can't follow you, they against you. Now they like not a teammate, they are competitor, you know, inside your company, your enemies, you know, it's hard. So you definitely want to establish this core that everybody will be aligned and they will follow your vision, you know, they support you, because your leadership is very important in business. Otherwise you kind of like, you know, if you surfing the ship, right, driving the ship, and basically your team and like they slacking and like doing like shitty work or something, it will sink one day for sure, and you can crush it, you know. So you definitely need to have it right. Yeah.
I like that. I'm really just kind of thinking on, you know, just in regards to your leadership, how it's grown to this point. Was there ever a point to where you just kind of sat there and that you were just like, you know what, I'm at 30, I want to get to 50. Do you have a cap on how big you want your business? Are you fine being like smaller, or do you want to continuously grow big? Because I know some owners or some business people, they don't want to grow to the hundreds. They want to keep, staffing relatively 50, 60, and then kind of just keep that there.
Scaling.
Yeah. Now I can see the trend, like AI is taking over and like building technology and stuff like that. So I think that the trend is to have less jobs for like humans. I don't know. So as I see, I would like to have because to handle big group of people, it's not easy, and to build a system and processes for that, right? Mm-hmm. So what I'm focusing now is building a software that allow to other businesses, right, to grab the software and implement the same tools and technique that we are utilizing in our studio, right? And basically that way we can grow. So basically they have their own businesses, their own studios, right? And they can grow and scale. So this is how I see like kind of go to the next dimension, right? It's basically through the software. This is what I want to make big,
So they're going to purchase your software, use your system, and
correct.
That's what the problem you're going to be solving.
Exactly. So I have like two verticals now. Now it's Serge Creator Studios. It's kind of it's my baby that like I'm taking care and my creative team, and like I really enjoying it. It's I might never sell it or something. It's just for myself in legacy.
Baby, like you said.
Yeah. Another vertical where we can like scale and like really change the world, and like, so I'm thinking, I have crazy idea. I want to take over the Hollywood. So I'm building the software that help to kind of organize and optimize the production for the production companies in the Hollywood. So I found out they don't really have anything yet normal that like they use Asana. If you're familiar with Asana, it's like project management software. It's whatever. So it's basically
my brother. He does. He's a USC in film. He's talked about that before. That's funny.
So it's basically they're using like basic. When I using Asana or other project management softwares, I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't like it. It's limits. I want to build my way. And I started building. I used like other software. It's Airtable, and basically it allows you to be more. You can create whatever you want there, basically, right? And then when I build something big there, I see that Airtable now have a limit, right? Yeah. And then I decide, okay, now I need to build from scratch my own software. So it's basically, it would be my thing now. And basically, there's like really cool processes that like, my vision is that we can really help Hollywood production companies to go to the next level, because like like streaming platforms like Hulu, Netflix, Paramount, Disney Plus, and etc. They need consistent content. So and they need good system and processes for that as well. So I see the opportunity there. So my plan is to take over the world through the Hollywood, So it sounds really crazy, but
here, Serge is taking over the world.
I mean, I want to go big, Why not?
No, I like what you said, because I think Matt said it. You're solving a problem, and in that industry, efficiency is everything. Because there's timelines, there's everything like that. So what you're doing is setting the new standard. What this should look like, what it should be. So it doesn't sound crazy to me. It sounds like you see something that needs to be better, and that's an innovation. Or the innovation comes from you're making it better. So I love that.
Oh, thank you.
I love that.
I see. Yeah, there's like really great vision. So we work in a couple projects. We have contacts and. Yeah, nice things start happening, so I believe in it. So we have amazing team of developers, because I studied development by myself, and I like study Polish or something. So now I'm studying how to set up a development team, and there's like, it's crazy different world. It's completely different from content creation at all.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
It's different, but it's different mindset, a different language. If you will listen my conversation with the team, for you it would be like Chinese, because they like every single word is a development term that you have to fucking figure out what it is. I'm like Googling when I'm on call with them. I'm Googling it. What the fuck is that? What they're talking about? So it's, but it's interesting, you know. So, but what I found out that you can organize. It's for me. It's we call them creative people. It's creators, right? Mm-hmm. So, video editor, graphic designer, photographer, or other creative person who is doing the job, he's creator. And for me, I'm like looking, okay, why we will not take developer, front-end developer, UX, UI designer, whatever, development world, and call them as well creator, and apply this, and give them the same tool that we're applying for graphic designers and video editors, right? And we're like, everybody's talking, no, it's impossible, you have to fucking use Jira, and like, there's like project management software for development and stuff like that. I'm like, no, fuck that, it's like bullshit, I don't like it, you know? I gave them my processes, and they was like, no, it's not gonna work, blah, 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 you know? I'm like, no, keep going, you know? Let's try, let's blah, blah, blah. And like, we start like crafting the process, and now they're like, oh, you know, we love it, you know? Yeah. So, you know, so it's like, it's working really well now. So it's, wow. I like to see it, and now we have development proved that it allowed to work with our system, and creative side, it's proved. Now, welcome Hollywood, so I'm curious what we can do together, you know?
No, so, I can tell you, like, from what my brother tells me, I think that's gonna be big, because that's the big thing is efficiency.
Yeah, efficiency. I heard their budgets, bro. I heard their budget.
Yeah.
Fuck. Do you know how much cost to produce one episode? Guess, okay? How much to produce one episode on Netflix for documentary? 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
I heard it's like 2 million.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, for me it was, I don't know, for me it was like crazy amount. I'm like, really? Like 2 million. I'm like,
for a documentary on Netflix?
Just one series, just one episode.
One episode.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm operating completely different numbers now, you know? Can you imagine if they will just cut the cost for like, I don't know, 30% of production or something because they will be more efficient?
They want to do now. Because I think that's a big thing this past year is why like they had the whole filmer strike is because they want to cost cut because they're losing on so much money. Yeah. They're losing on a lot of money on budget because people aren't going, like it's, the numbers aren't there. The money there, the ROI isn't there on the cost of it. So that's why they're cutting down on like writers and stuff like that.
Damn, really?
Yeah, now it's strike. Yeah, but I heard that Netflix is settling down. They don't want to go with it, but etc. But I don't know. They have to settle down. I heard that it would be solved like till January or something.
I hope so. I just know with Netflix is they're just going to keep upping their prices. I feel like that's what they're going to keep on doing.
Yeah, they did just go up like another $3.
I think so.
On their subscription.
I think so. I think the more money, like the more like they settle, I think the more just they're going to up the service.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think mine was like at like when I first got Netflix, I had like the highest one, like the Ultra HD, and it was like $14, and I think now I'm up to 19. And I think now it's going up to like $21.99.
I think so. Yeah. I think I saw $23.99 or something like that.
Maybe
for like the top, the top one, and then like the lowest one with like all the ads and all that. I think it's like sub 10 or something along those lines. Yeah. So they have tiers, which I didn't even know about.
So if you're gonna save them some money, I'm sure they're gonna want to talk to you.
That's interesting direction. I was building a software, and I was thinking like what to apply, how to make money here, and then like I found out like, oh shoot, why not to go right there, you know? Mm-hmm. So I see the opportunity there. We have a good team. Next step would be funding. Because development requires shit ton of money, you know, it's like you need a lot of money, and now it's self-funded, so basically we generate revenue from Serge Creator Studios and like kind of relocate the resources there. But I see that's like, oh shoot, if we want to make it Uber scale, right, like Uber or something like very big, so we need like millions, you know, marketing and like it's. So yeah, there would be like venture investment stuff like that probably. So we'll see, you know. So how it's gonna happen. Now we're working on the MVP, minimal viable product, build a presentation, and show to the like couple Hollywood people and stuff like that. And then if you like the idea, we will go for venture, you know, venture capitalists.
Start getting
funds. Yeah, I wanna the software. I'm thinking to like have as a.
You want to see whether it's hot or cold right now with them, and then. From there, start getting the funds available.
Yep, and I want to get it a little bit later because I want to have like solid foundation by myself built. Mm-hmm. Because as I know, VCs like to cut good percentage from it. I wanna have like less percentage for them. So I wanna have like the majority of control because they like to do like there's fucking board of people and they like playing around with it, that like they can throw you off, you know.
The majority, like they can, like, hey, we're selling this, and you're not gonna have to say so in this anymore. You're not gonna
Even
have control.
Uber,
Even Uber guy had the majority of it, and they was in the contract that they can't get rid of him at all. There's no way to get rid of him on the paper, right? But then they found a way how to get rid of him, that he will sign the paper that he wanna live by himself. You know, they force you to do that because they just found a way in news, whatever. So he just said, okay, I will sign, and then he left the company. You know. So yeah, it's like working with VCI. So I'm like, a little bit, you know, like we'll see.
You're not in a rush to be
exactly. I'm handling now, so we'll see what's gonna happen next. You know?
In the words of Shiloh, you're playing chess, not Connect Four.
I like it.
Yes,
I like that.
I don't know how to play chess, so I'll stick to Connect 4.
Nice.
I run that.
I like it. I like play chess. It's cool.
No, man, that's
You know, I truly like that. You know, so you have a great team. You've expanded now, 30 people. You built something. Who has there been some people that have been with you throughout your long journey? You know, did you have any close friends? You know, did you have any people that have just helped you and seen you progress from the man even before the cockroach? I'm talking about just low days all the way here now. Have there been a few people, or have you always been that lone wolf to where it took you to getting a team?
I was lone wolf because I was grinding and I was disturbing. Like I was like get rid of the noise for sure. There's like, but I had very very good one person. Her name is Victoria. So she's my fiance now. So and basically, I met her in Hollywood, and basically I was walking on in the Hollywood on the stars by myself, day number 5 in LA. Didn't know anyone, just like filming the stars, and then I heard the music, Russian music in the bar. I'm like, shit, what, like Russian music in the Hollywood? Like, what the fuck? Just walked in there, like straight, and then she was there and like grabbed her Instagram and left, you know? I like, what's your Instagram? She gave me an Instagram and like I left, you know? That's it. That was the conversation. And then we started chatting on Instagram and stuff like that. So yeah, she was with me, there was like different, there was different stories. But she knew from the cockroaches, yeah.
So exactly. Is she Russian?
Yeah, she's from Moscow. Yeah, she's Russian.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh wow. So you go into this bar to semi little familiar little zone. You see a beautiful lady, and did you just know you know what I'm saying like she could be the one, or that you were attracted to her because now she's your fiance. So now you know you worked up to that point. When you first met her, did you know like I might date this girl, or was it just you look beautiful? Just come.
Yeah, it was. She became a really good friend. You know, we had like our journeys and like ups and downs and stuff like that. But she's a good friend, you know, for me. You know, the person who was through everything. You know, so yeah, that's cool. That's cool to have. So sometimes I'm a little bit mad or something, but. Different stories and stuff like that, but overall, yeah, you just ask question, who was it? So I just can recall one person, you know. So she was always there.
That was kind of like a rock. That was a person that was just there throughout, thinking to do the good, the bad, everything. That's good.
Yeah, we had different moments, but overall, yeah, I just can recall one person. And it's important to have someone because, I mean, sometimes it can be disturbing as well. So actually, I established my business by cutting relationships for some time because there was too much. We had some drama and stuff like that. But then I decided, okay, I don't want to deal with this, and like I will focus on myself, just cut the noise and do one thing. And I established my business when I was not single, but kind of not in a lot of communication, basically, and. Yeah, it basically leads towards that, but sometimes you need your space, you're kind of by yourself, even your loved one have to understand, because not every person can understand, they can like be upset about it or something, right? So I think it's important to have some time for yourself that nobody, even your loved one, will be, I don't want to say disturbing or something, but basically take your time and focus from something you want to build great, you know. So that's kind of it.
I like that. I like this. So you establish that fine line of, you know, I do like you, you know, I do like your company and everything, but it's go mode. This is like when it's your you time, whether it's business, or whether it's I just need to get away from everybody and then I just want to sit down, be by myself in a quiet room. I like how you established that earlier on, because I feel like for her and many others that are in your life now, they respect that boundary from you. Yeah. So since you established it and they respect it, now you know who you can trust and who you like, because you're like, okay, I set these boundaries. And she respects it. Exactly. She understands. You know, everybody. Well, how I like to say, stay in your lane. Exactly. And she's staying in her lane, and everybody's staying in their lane. And now, of course, and now look, we're riding high, and we're doing good. So
that's important. Yeah.
So I love that, brother. I want to go into, because I've seen you travel, brother. I've seen you travel for work. I've seen you pop up everywhere. Tell me about some of your travels, man. Where have you traveled for work? What's even some of the latest travels you've done? You know, to tell me about that other side.
Being a content creator, you have to travel because people need you in different places, right? And you need to meet people and connect and stuff like that. Recently I have because before, maybe, I don't know, 1 year ago or half a year ago, every time I'm traveling, it was just because of work. Because I don't want to spend money for travel. If, you know, for what? You know, I'm like, I don't want to spend so much money because travel is pretty expensive. So I was traveling mostly of the time, even maybe I'm just moving, I'm traveling, or mostly of the time because of work. Somebody like covering the expenses or something, I'm helping them filming and stuff like that. So, but recently I was able to kind of travel to enjoy. It's like probably for whole my life, like I was able to like, okay, we were driving like whole California trip, for example, just get Porsche and like, okay, fuck it, let's just go, you know, just travel like to Silicon Valley.
Ooh, that was good. I
was texting like in stories like Apple event, do you know? Like, and I texted like Apple event, see you in the Silicon Valley. I wasn't invited there, but I just messing around with the audience or something, and was driving and I came to see the Apple building, and it was cool. It's kind of cool experience, and I did a screenshot from the map that I'm looking at the building of the Apple, and I'm like watching the event on my iPad or something. You know, so it's cool. It's fun. So Silicon Valley was great, and then we did like San Francisco, Napa Valley. Have you been, guys, in Napa Valley?
No, I know my brother has.
Like wine country, right?
Yep, it's nice. It's very nice. It's very romantic. Then we did Sacramento. And then Lake Tahoe, do you know Lake Tahoe? And then from Lake Tahoe I'm looking from Lake Tahoe, it was like 3 p.m. or something, I'm looking to Yosemite, a couple hours. I'm like, okay, it's fine, before night we will just see Yosemite quickly. And then 2 hours was just to get into gate. Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know how Yosemite big was, and we was like, fuck, we was driving. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, it was super crazy. And then we was at night driving back because we decided to go to Las Vegas. So, so we was driving through Yosemite, almost whole thing. And then at night we were driving back. Already was night in Yosemite to Las Vegas. And then there was like nothing there. No gas stations, small roads, like I was so like, what the heck is that? You know, it was so dangerous for me. I don't know who doing that. There was a house, like maybe in the middle between Yosemite and Las Vegas, like there was like small streets like that, and there was a house called Breakfast and Bed. Breakfast and Bed and like light, you know, blinking like that. I'm like, who the fuck will stay here? You know?
horror movie theaters.
Horror movie.
Seriously.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Pulling up in a Porsche.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah. Yeah, this is the one.
Hey man, do you have a bed? Oh my god, that's crazy.
They're like, yeah, around back. We got you.
Yeah, this was then we arrived to Vegas. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, that was cool trip. And then we go back to LA, and fucking police pull over on the streets for the Vegas. You're driving Porsche Turbo, you can't feel the speed. I was driving or something. It's like it was. I'm driving normally, like light, like oh shit, and cops on the back, and like shit, 140, what the fuck, I know that they couldn't. And yeah, he was really cool, and like sent me to the online school. Online school. It was cool. Yeah, he wrote me check for
He kept you right under.
9. It was cool, yeah. I'm like, thanks God, because I heard that they can just
They'll
grab you and
impound your car.
Yeah, that's
They'll
crazy.
take your car. They can suspend your license. I think they can get pretty.
Yeah, just in case, for the record, it was a joke. Yeah, it was a joke. That's what we'll get.
No, the state trooper, don't play.
Yeah, don't mess around. Oh my God! Now I'm fucking. Within 2 months, I got 2 tickets for the Porsche. That's crazy. I was driving Mercedes, never got tickets within 2 years. Now like within 2 months, I got 2 tickets.
Also, you upgraded to that Porsche, and now you're having Porsche problems. That little heavy foot you have, you're like, oh, this is just 80. Oh, one.
Bro, I'm like, when I'm driving, I'm looking at the limit 65. I'm like, fuck, I'm driving. Everybody like because I receive a ticket, I don't want to like speeding, And then like everybody driving faster than me. I'm driving this Porsche. I'm like, shit, how people driving that slow,
I think I usually keep it between like 80, 85, because then you can slow down just a little bit. You get to the 70s and you're not as fast. But 85, it's like if you pass someone 90.
It's like the flow of traffic. If there's someone going faster than me, then I'm all right. I'm good.
Yeah, thank you. Like I'm like, go ahead. Yeah, I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, no more than 90, right? It's safe spot, because I heard it's like after 25 miles they can take your car.
Something like that. I
If
don't know
you're
exactly,
speeding more than 25 or something.
I think it's like after like 95.
I thought it was like 93 or 92.
Like 95 or 100.
25 miles more than limit. If 65, then you can go 90. If 55, you can go 80.
Oh, okay.
Something like that, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
We have to check
There's somebody listening that knows.
Yeah,
That we letting us know. Yeah.
Look at that as far as
Yeah, that's good. Respectfully. All right, man. We're getting close to the end, brother. This is a time frame to where, of course, I want you to kind of tell the viewers, tell anybody that's been rocking with this here on this podcast, just a message to them, if you would. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a message to the people?
I mean, we discussed a lot. Great podcast, by the way. I was probably invited first time to the podcast. Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
For you.
Oh, that's real great experience. So for the audience, I don't know, just don't listen to that. You can't do something, right? If somebody will tell you that or will be not confident that you can achieve something, fuck them all, just believe in yourself, and everything is possible. 100%, whatever you can imagine, you can do it. If you can imagine, you can achieve it 100%. So yeah, that's probably my message for the audience.
Well,
you're a perfect example of that.
No, you are.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really do practice what you preach.
Yeah.
And I feel like here in America, especially in these times, we need more people like you. So like I say, we need a lot more doers, because there's a whole lot of talking going on. There's a whole lot of guys that are out there that are like, oh yeah, I want to be that. Oh yeah, I can do that too, and all that. And then you look at them and they're in the same place they were last year. You continue to grow yourself. In 2 years. You went from the cockroach to that nice little spot, but you never stopped dreaming, and you were always a man of your word. When you said you go all in, it's just like, when I'm at the roulette table at the casino, so sometimes you look, baby, you like, yeah, I'm gonna go all in on black.
Yep.
00.
It's a little bit sketchy,
Like I said, this has been nothing short of a blessing. This will not be the last time you come on. Either we come to you, we're going to get you on again, because I know there's more in the content world and a lot of the things that's going on out there that our viewers and especially ourselves would love to hear from you.
No, like he said, like even for myself, like I said, you just hit some notes that really just resonate with me. So like I appreciate you sharing your story, sharing the mindset. I know we said earlier like you had your paradigm shift. To a certain degree, like there was a nice little paradigm shift for me too. About
wow,
process,
that's cool.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Alrighty.
Thank you for having me.
So again, everyone in the Ascending Cast, all the viewers and all the new viewers as well, we thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for continuously, showing us love. We are up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're everywhere. And like I said, with the help of this man, we'll continue to grow as well.
Let's go.
So as always, this is your boy Shiloh.
Boy John.
Your boy Matt.
Boy Serge Creator.
And as always, be safe, God bless, and thank you for rocking with us.
Boom, boom, boom.